What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski and I am back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And today I'm bringing you guys the team that I used in order to beat Ambush Shanks. Now, it took me a while to actually encounter this guy. It took me 8 runs before he actually showed up against Raid Boss Kuma. Super duper annoying, but we're here now. We finally encountered Shanks. Now, this is a post-recording, so this is just the video that I made, when he actually came out. I'm post-recording this over, so I'm not going to be playing and talking at the same time because, especially for dungeons like this that are extremely difficult, definitely need to try and focus. But anyways, let's talk about each of the stages when we get to them. So stage 1 here is a whole bunch of cannoneer guys. If you guys want to see like a full breakdown of all of the stages in much more detail, link in the description or the card on the video. We'll go ahead and link you over to the Shanks preparation video. So make sure you go ahead and check that out if you guys want to go ahead and do that. There are a couple team suggestions in that video as well. But yeah, these cannoneer guys are super annoying because they do lots of damage and they're not the most easiest to take down, especially the 3 guys at the front. At the start of the video, you guys would have seen them. They have good, great, and perfect barriers on each of the 3 front cannoneer guys. So it makes those guys really, really hard to take down. Obviously, if you have Legend Blackbeard, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But yeah, he is very, very annoying. So now on stage 2, now that we have arrived here, we have a whole bunch of different characters once again. We have an Elder Turtle, which we are going to be doing predominantly most of our stalling on. And the purple pirate character that we go ahead and leave alive here can actually be used for a little bit of stalling as well, because he can go ahead and chain all of your yellow units for 7 turns. So if you guys have a yellow unit on your crew, then you can definitely get a little bit more stall off on this room, because you can just try and damage the pirate character first before damaging the turtle, so then you can get a little bit more time on the turtle for stall. Now, the Elder Turtle does a little bit under 2,000, deals like 1,800 damage, so if you guys have level 2 or level 5 auto heal, then you wouldn't have to worry about the damage that the turtle is actually outputting, so that's really, really nice. But yeah, you definitely want to be doing as much stall as you possibly can in this room, and you want to at least get to, a decent amount of HP. If you guys lost some in the first couple of rooms, definitely try and pick up some recovery orbs while you were here as well. But the room after this is one of the 3 bosses of Invasion Shanks Dungeon, or Ambush Shanks Dungeon, which is Lucky Roo. Now, Lucky Roo has a preemptive attack that will apply a healing buff and a damaging buff, so at the end of every turn, he's actually going to be healing 77,000 damage, and he'll also go ahead and cut your HP at the end of every turn as well. So, if you actually take out Lucky Roo first, then those buffs actually disappear. So, it's only while Lucky Roo is active that those buffs will actually stay active. So, if you take him out first, then you won't have to worry about those debuffs at all. So, what I'm trying to do here, I take a lot of time. I'm just trying to think out my plan of action, because this was the first attempt that I had against Shanks, so I was really trying to focus on and what I wanted to do. I ended up activating one of my time skip Luffy specials, which I definitely needed to do to make sure that I am outputting enough damage to take out the pirate characters as well as Lucky Roo, because I don't really have a lot of HP to play with, so I'm going to make sure that I don't take that much damage, but I do have to make sure in the end of the day that I do have enough turns of stall to make sure that I have my specials ready to go when we reach the Shanks dungeon as well. So the pirate characters that surround Lucky Roo, they have about 40 to 50,000 HP, and those guys will attack for 5,000 damage. So you don't want to play around with these guys. They do a lot of damage. Definitely try and take down those guys as well. Lucky Roo himself has 470,000 damage, so he is also pretty tricky to take down as well. But following this room is the room with Ben Beckman. So Ben Beckman is a Dex character, and he's surrounded by 3 other Dex pirates as well. Now, the preemptive attack of Ben Beckman, he'll go ahead and cut your crew's HP by 20%, and then your crew will be blinded for 4 turns. Now, after the 3rd turn of attacks, Ben Beckman will go ahead and berserk all of the enemies, and then it buffs all of their attack by 1.5 times. So, what you want to be doing here, ideally, is taking down Ben Beckman first to make sure that you basically don't get them berserked, because if they get berserked, their attack is buffed and they'll be doing close to like 10,000 damage each for the pirate characters. So you definitely do not want that to happen. So take down Ben Beckman first, and then you can go ahead and focus out on the other surrounding pirate characters. You do have Boa Hancock. Boa Hancock I use here because she provides the delay and also gives us more damage output with the chain multiplier, which is super, super awesome. But as you can see here, we are down to the last pirate character, and we have a decent amount of HP left as we pick up a couple of recovery ores, which was kind of lucky here. But now we move on to the final room, which is against Shanks. Now, Shanks is pretty annoying. So Shanks has a really annoying preemptive ability where he despairs your captains for 5 turns, also applies a special bind on your captains for 5 turns, and then 2 random units on your crew will also get a special bind for 1 turn. So the way that we're going to go ahead and use this team is we're just going to wait until we get paralyzed by Shanks. That's our cue to go ahead and use the time skip Nami special. People might be wondering, why is she even on this team? She's not even getting boosted, because she is amazing for the Shanks fight. So she can go ahead and remove paralysis, and she removes special bind. So when we get paralyzed by Shanks, we can go ahead and get completely unbinded by everything that he did to us in his preemptive ability. Then we can go ahead and do our massive burst turn using our Doflamingo, using our Apu, and using our time skip Luffy specials, doing massive amounts of damage to Shanks, and we are able to take him down in a single turn as long as we are hitting our perfects. But anyways, that's going to conclude this video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and as I said, if you wanted to see a breakdown of all the stages in much more detail, and you wanted to see a breakdown of what this Shanks unit actually does, then make sure to go ahead and check out the preparation video, which will be linked in the description, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, make sure to smack the like button down below, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.